Hi everyone, my name is Stephanie Gijaris, and today I'm going to be talking about medieval times versus the 21st century. Medieval times. So, during the Middle Ages, church became the most powerful institution. Kings and queens and other leaders derived much of their power from their alliances with and protection of the church. Also, Christianity was the most known religion during this time period. Religion was forced upon people and were expected to follow the religion rules. Health. So, during this period, people did not know about good hygiene and sanitation. People died from preventable diseases and illnesses. For example, there was a high infant mortality rate due to the lack of appropriate hygiene and lack of prenatal care. So, for example, during this period, the Black Death, also known as the bubonic plague, killed at least one third of the population of Europe. Art and architecture. So, during this era, monasteries and cathedrals were very important. These beautiful architectural buildings showed devotion to the church. Cathedrals were mostly found at the center of towns and cities across the continent. Economics and society. In medieval times, the society life was governed by feudalism. So kings had large pieces of land called fiefs that later were granted to noblemen and bishops. Peasants did not um, weren't wealthy, but they did a lot of the work on the fiefs. So the women who were peasants took care of the small animals, spinning, food preparation, so they mostly did all the household chores. In regards to men, they had the responsibility of plowing, clearing new land, and caring for larger animals. Law and justice. So, in regards to law and justice, it was very different back then. Judges determine guilt and innocence in a variety of ways. In some cases, they would order a trial by ordeal, which the accused, the defendant, had his hands and feet tied and dropped in a lake or river. In this time period, people believed that water was a pure substance that rejected anything unclean. Thus, if the person sank, was considered innocent, while if the person floated in the water, they were considered guilty. Also, violent crimes were often punished by crucial public executions. Now let's talk about the 21st century. In regards to medicine, medicine has improved majorly, especially in regards to technology. In the modern world, we have different advanced procedures such as IVF, non invasive treatments, chemotherapy to treat and help prevent diseases and illnesses. Health. In the 21st century, we have a better understanding about proper hygiene and sanitation. We also have vaccines that help prevent diseases and illnesses such as malaria and measles. The life expectancy in the modern world has increased. Religion. In modern world, religion is not forced. We, we respect everybody no matter what their religion is. There is a value placed upon freedom of belief and expression. Gender roles. Even though in today's time there is still discrimination against women in their roles, we have improved majorly. Women are continually empowered to fight for their rights. Law and justice. Unlike the Middle Ages, our society does not practice public executions or the act of throwing someone in a lake to decide their fate. In today's modern world, we utilize a court and a judge. yet there is still consequences, but they are incarceration or sentenced to death depending on the law. So now we are going to talk about some of the similarities between the Middle Ages and the 21st century. So, education. Education continues to be an important aspect of society. Since the Middle Ages until now, education provides knowledge that helps us improve skills and help us improve our community and helps us understand the different points of views. Trade. Trade continues to be an important aspect in today's society because no country can produce all the products and services that the population needs. If not, that would be incredible. And trade also helps continue to help economic growth. The compass. So the compass today is very known, but it was also known during the medieval ages. The compass was very important. It allowed ships to sail into open sea and determine their direction, even when the celestial bodies could not be seen. And in today's world, we continue to utilize this compass to navigate the seas. Urban culture. It was in the Middle Ages that big cities became identified as places of freedom, opportunity, renewal, and self invention. This is still to be true in our large modern cities. Cities are known as new beginnings and experiences and opportunities.
Okay, now let's talk about what makes a society great. I believe that a society is great when there is freedom and liberty. So, the freedom of speech, the freedom of religion, and the freedom of just being yourself. Environmental sustainability. So, maintaining our environment clean and safe is very important. Equality and fairness. In a great society, I believe that everyone has the right to equal access to information, resources, and opportunities. Access to desirable items. For example, having access to food and water is essential for survival. Electricity and transportation, which is very essential as well. Well, that is it, everyone. Thank you so much for watching my presentation. I hope you'll have a wonderful night and a great Thanksgiving. Thank you.